Hi there, my name is Adam Cochran, and you probably know that because this is social media and you only are seeing it because you're following me. But anyway, I've wanted to make this video for a long time, and I really wasn't sure where I was going with it or where I was going, what was happening next. I'm 47 years old. I'm not having a midlife crisis. I feel like I had a real close to a midlife crisis when I was around 40, 39 or 40. But I'm not having that. That's not why I'm here. I'm here actually kind of for the opposite. Uh, I kind of know what I want to do. I kind of know who I am. I'm kind of more grounded than I have been in a long, long time. And I've wanted to make this video for a while and kind of start a few projects for a while. And this weekend or this particular time to post this is just kind of the right time to do it. I'm posting it on social media. This is not an MLM. This is not a, well, I shouldn't, I'm not tearing down MLMs. I'm sorry. This is not something I'm selling. This isn't something I'm, a new product or anything like that I'm talking about. I'm also not trying to become a life coach or anything like that. I am here to talk and be me. That's what I'm here for. And just share some stuff with you and kind of talk about some stuff I want to do moving forward. And the reason I'm posting it on social media isn't to gain followers or sales or anything like that. I'm posting it on social media because you guys are my friends. The people who I connect with on social media are the same people I connect with in real life. So if you're watching this video and you're saying, why is he posting this to the entire world? Don't think of it that way. Think of it as I'm posting it knowing that you are watching it, and I want you to know these things, and I want people to go along on this journey with me. I've done a billion different things. I've had a career 5 different times in 5 different areas. I am happy where I'm at right now. I work full time as a multimedia producer for a financial education association, and it's a fantastic job. I sit and work from home. Everything is great, and so that's great. I feel fulfilled and happy doing that. The one thing that I also have though is I was recently officially diagnosed with ADHD, which is no surprise to anybody in the world, I don't think, who knows me. But it was something I have always kind of thought of as a superpower, the ability to jump around and do so many different things and acquire so many different skills. And if I need to do something, I just spend a few hours watching YouTube, learning how to do it and figure it out. And, I've always thought that's kind of a cool thing, this energy that I have to do so many different things. But, a few months ago, I made one of these videos after going to Vegas with my wife, and during that Vegas trip, I took a break from my serotonin for my antidepressants, and it was only that after I came back and I made a little video about what it was like to have this weird sense of creativity and energy and everything that I hadn't realized that the antidepressants had muted. But I also was like kind of apologizing for weird behavior because I felt so energized and so creative. And ever since then, I've felt like, okay, there has to be a balance. I have to be able to feel goofy and have that energy and be able to associate with people and have fun without overthinking and being obnoxious or doing strange things. Nothing terrible. When you have ADD or when you have, when you're an overthinker, you do really silly things. And sometimes I do those and then I'd have regrets and overthink the regrets. And that's normal. I think that, not normal, but I mean, it's normal for some people to do that. But I still wanted to feel the feelings. I still wanted to feel creative, and I still wanted to be able to do things that I had in me that brought kind of these extreme feelings and emotions that also were associated with the negative things as well. And I was trying to figure out, well, how do you have a happy medium? And that was when as a response to that video I posted about being off the antidepressants, that several people reached out to me, one in particular, and talking about how they had been diagnosed with ADHD and how much the treatment and learning about it had helped them. So this video isn't about my mental health. This video is talking a little bit about how my mental health is connected to what's going forward, and why I'm inviting everyone along to kind of see this journey. But it's not about mental health. I'm a big believer in not identifying yourself. Not identifying yourself or labeling yourself with your diagnoses. I think you need to be yourself, and whatever yourself is, live it out loud, and enjoy making your mark on the world. And so, when I talk about the mental health stuff or the depression or the medication or whatever, that's not to become an advocate for mental health. It's I'm doing it to say, despite your whatever labels and diagnoses and other things you might have, there's still a lot of ways you can live, and there's still a lot of good you can do, and you can still have a lot of joy and still do amazing things. And a lot of people have. It's about using what you have, not trying to have a crutch. And anyway, so I can't make general statements too much like that, because everybody has specific challenges and individual challenges. But as a whole, I think that we get very caught up in our, what's wrong with me, and this is why I am the way I am. And we apologize for it. Well, that has a lot to do with what this video is about. I wanted to start chasing a lot of my ambitions, and I'm a very creative person. 5 years ago or so, I had experiences that kind of made me pull myself in a little bit. They kind of scared me away from being out there and doing things. And I just have spent a lot of time sitting alone, and that sounds terrible. Sitting in my office, working from home, still have a family, fantastic wife, fantastic kids, everything's good. But yeah, I really have felt like I have walled myself off creatively and all of that. I mean, I express myself on social media, but I'm not the person and as active and as social and all of that I was a few years ago. Anyway, so I start taking this little blue pill that's, wait, I'm not talking about that. I mean, like this ADHD medicine. We can talk about the other one too. I don't care, but the ADHD medicine is what I'm talking about. And I started taking that pill, and it was different than the antidepressant. It actually made me just feel like I was capable. I noticed that my overthinking and my negativity and a lot of the things that were making me feel frustrated and chaotic and like I wasn't good enough, those things just went away. And it's not because the pill addressed my emotions. It was because I feel like the dopamine or some chemical, whatever it is in my brain that I'm constantly chasing, was balanced out. That's what it felt like. I felt like, oh my gosh. And I can actually feel when the medicine starts to take effect, I can feel parts of my brain like coming online. Like it does. It feels like, C-3PO when he's asleep and charging up in Star Wars, and then all of a sudden that's how it feels. Or R2-D2, either one. They both do it. That's how it feels. I feel parts of my brain going, and they're online. And it's funny, as the medicine wears off at the end of the day, I can feel them falling back to sleep. But it doesn't feel like a high. It doesn't feel like, and some people, I'm sure, if you've Adderall or Ritalin or whatever, mine's something else. But, it is strange for somebody who is already, kind of like, their brain works different, to all of a sudden have a brain that can keep up with everything else that's going on and kind of organize stuff a little bit better. So I feel like I'm grounded. I feel like I'm stable, and like I have this ability to focus on things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And when I was, before I understood all the antidepressant stuff and the ADHD stuff and just the chemical, and I don't like the diagnosis. Before I understood the chemicals in my brain were weird, and that I was actually chasing chemical responses, and that was causing problems. Once I understood that, it's essentially kind of in a lot of ways the same as a drug addiction or something like that. Like I'm chasing the wrong or counterfeit chemical reactions in my brain, and the medicine kind of helps everything level out so that what I'm feeling is real. I'm actually having emotions that matter and not just chemical responses to doing something that's keeping me entertained or whatever. So that's what, as I'm working on that, as I'm feeling all of these things happen, it's giving me the ambition to start working on some projects and start doing some things. And in the past, when I was chasing chemical responses, I always called them epiphanies. Like I'd get super excited and super ready to work on something, and I would get so ambitious about it and have this great vision about what the rest of my life was going to be like as a blank, doing this blank thing, and how I was going to create a company or do whatever. And those things are still a part of me. Those things are still alive in me. I still have those dreams of doing things, but they're not the epiphany warm rush of like that comes through when you have those types of chemical responses. Now I'm starting to feel a whole lot different. I'm starting to feel like I have permission to do things, and that I'm the right person to do them, and that I can do them, and I want to start making stuff. I want to start doing things. And like I said, I'm posting this on social media because I want to share it and tell people that when they see me doing things, in the past, I've put stuff out there, like I said, kind of for a chemical rush, kind of as a risk, kind of as excitement or whatever. But now I feel very deliberate about it. And I feel like I want to start putting stuff out there that is me and that I feel like driven to put out there. None of it is to, and I know it sounds funny, like I'm going to be me, I'm going to start putting stuff out there, I'm going to start doing all of this. But really, it's not about popularity or money or gaining a lot of attention too, it doesn't matter, but both. But gaining a lot of attention, it's not about that. It's that I feel motivated and driven to compile stuff that I've wanted to compile and put out for a long time. I write a lot. Anyone who's been my friend on social media and texted me and we've gotten into a discussion about something, anybody who's my friend and I text with them knows that it is not unusual for me to write a 500-word response. And I'm one of those guys. I'm on the Progressive commercials, do not become your parents. That's what I am. Punctuation, well spelled out paragraphs, everything. And you will get a very amazing TED Talk from me as a response to a question sometimes. But that's me. I write. I do like what I'm doing now, babble. I think. And the only reason I want to put it out there is because I feel like it feels good for me to know that it exists outside of me. And that's really it. It's I'm not putting it out there to be like, I hope this gets 1 million responses. I hope a lot of people view this. I wonder if people will agree. I hope I can make people do something. It's none of that. It's just like I just need to put these thoughts out into the world. I just need to put what's going on in my brain out there and use social media as kind of that outlet for the things that I want to do. So, in the past, when I've done weird things, it's because I've been off. It's because I've been kind of, I get kind of radical, whatever it might be. I just do something and you're like, it's kind of embarrassing what he's doing. In the past, those things have some very rare, I don't want to say, in the past, sometimes those things haven't been as deliberate. They've been more of the like chemicals making me do things or, doing them to satisfy chemical responses. From here on out, if things keep going the way they are with my brain, I want to put stuff out there deliberately and take full responsibility for what I say and do, because I think it's important, and what I'm saying is something that I really do want to put out there. So if you see me doing silly things, saying things, these comments or these videos like this, I want you to know that I'm thinking through it and that I'm doing it deliberately and that I'm not acting out of depression or acting out of some other loneliness or anything like that, or because I'm stirred up with something. It's simply because I feel like, oh, this is something I would like to say and something I would like to put out into the world, and I need to do it. I need to do that, and I don't know exactly what that is. Um, I do a lot of things: art, writing, um, creating stuff, just video stuff, audio stuff. I have all these weird talents and know how to do all these different things, from working in media and working with computers and teaching in college. And, with all of this stuff that I know how to do, and I have an extensive writing background, and for some reason, I have had to write research papers every single year that I have been in school since second grade. Long research papers, real, like the kind with sources and footnotes, and had to be in APA or MLA style. For some reason, I have always written. I have always been in places where I've had to write a lot, and so expect that to be a part of it. It doesn't mean you're going to get long Facebook posts. I'm going to be creating a website and things like that to go along with it. But yeah, I think writing will be a part of it. I think these videos will be a part of it. I think that you'll see a few things that I just create, funny things, silly things, things that aren't necessarily for any particular reason other than to make you laugh. But you'll start seeing those things come out of me and hitting social media. And I don't want you to think that I'm going through a midlife crisis, or that I need, it's a call for help or anything like that. I'm just being me, and I'm just putting stuff out there, and I hope that it's enlightening. I hope that what I do makes you feel happy and better about the world, and that it feels good to see the stuff I do. I'm not going to put anything out there that's negative or angry or anything that's designed to stir you up and make you feel more depressed or more loss. I have great optimism for the world, even in the state of the world that it's in now. I have a lot of things that I feel that I don't think the world has enough empathy for each other and for the things we all are going through in all these different situations. And I think we focus too much on politics and social movements and things like that, and we forget about the actual core purpose of those things, which is to have a functional society and to be able to take care of each other. And what do we do with our poor? What do we do with our elderly? Anything like that. Those things are very serious and very important, but they don't necessarily have to be things that we argue over or get mad at each other over, or lose friendships and relationships over. There's ways of everybody still continuing to care about everything that's important with different viewpoints. So that objectivity and that journalism side, that part of me that cares about what's really true and what the facts really are, that will come out a lot in it too. So make people laugh, make people think, don't make people do things they don't want to do, are kind of the three things that all follow as I do this stuff. But it's all going to be passion projects. It's all going to be stuff I work on my spare time. But yeah, I really am. Whoop, there goes my light. But yeah, I really want to try these things, and I really want to. I would really to have some people out there just supporting me and telling me what they think of it, and being a part of it, just because I care about it, not because I want the popularity. I don't like on Facebook we use the terms like, follow, and friends as the people we connect with, because I don't know if you're going to like me and like what I say. So I don't care if you like me on Facebook. I just want you to I'm just putting it out there. You're following me. I don't want followers. I'm not doing this to gain disciples or followers or create a movement of in any way, shape, or form. I'm just doing it because I need to put it out there, and I hope that there's an audience for it. And then, when we talk about friends, like I said, I consider everybody my friend, and I see value in every connection I have. But whether or not you feel like you're my friend, or that I'm your friend, is what I should say. That if you don't feel that way, that's okay too. I don't necessarily need that. I am happy to have enemies follow me as well. People who don't like me is perfectly fine with me. You can't make everybody happy. You can't be the perfect connection for everybody, and you do dumb things sometimes. We all do, that hurt friendships and relationships, and I've done a lot of that too. And so really what I'm here for is just to be me, and to help people feel better about the world, and to talk about things that are important to me. And that's it. I just want to put it out there. So if you watched all the way through at this 21 minutes, thank you very, very much. The other stuff isn't going to be as long, and it may not even be video form, but I will be putting stuff out there, and I needed this video to explain that. And I'm sure this won't be the only place I kind of explain the approach, but that's what's happening. And so when you see me around, you see stuff like this go up, just know that it is what it is, and it's what I'm doing. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope that there's something that you gain from it. And if not, I'm going to feel better, and that's important too. So thank you very much, and have a great day. And thanks for being out there for me and joining me in this. And thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.